Kylie Jenner, once again, is a hot topic. And no, it is not about her fashion choices and how beautiful she is, which she is, let's just face it. But this time, everyone in the beauty business, but also a lot of you are talking about this. What is that? What's going on with her cheeks and her under eyes?
Guys, I think that we might be like watching human experiments almost happening in real time.
You broke for Botox.
You guys have called this girl lots of names before, but you've never called her Michael Jackson before, not in my comments, and there are dozens of comments alluding to her looking like Michael Jackson.
Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Today we're going to be talking about Kylie Jenner. Kylie Jenner. Kylie Jenner. Kylie Jenner. Kylie Jenner. Kylie Jenner. Oh my god. Okay, so today I went on TikTok and she was all over my FYP. Everyone's talking about her. She came out recently into the public eye and this is what she looks like without IG filters. I should probably not say that in real life. Hold on. Instagram filters. And to be honest with you, I'm gonna be frank. I don't see the difference. Like, I don't think it's that much of a difference. Maybe I'm blind, and I am technically. I am legally blind. That could be it. Let's put a little note, I was a little blind, okay? Because I'm like, what, and the other time, okay, maybe the other time when she came out with the, huge lion head on her shoulder, I noticed that her face was looking a little sunken in, okay? She was good, and I'm like, is that the same Kylie? Her face was looking slimmer than I expected, not as expanded, a little sickly.
What I think she would look like without any work done.
Just you and me. And there are dozens of comments alluding to her looking like Michael Jackson now. I would say that probably is because you're noticing how her features look on a lighter skin base. Because you're not used to seeing her with her light skin. I don't think this is her real skin color just yet. I think she still tans, but it is a much different shade than what she's like typically been seen in as part of her like multi-ethnic cosplay. I was having this conversation a couple weeks ago about just like how much coverage the like multi-ethnic cosplay has given her in terms of like people viewing her features and her adjusted facial features much differently than they would if they were sitting on a white skinned person. It is the dyed black hair because again her hair is naturally brown. It is the very tan skin because again her skin is very fair and has freckles on it because she is an Anglo-European. There is nothing else mixed into this girl. But from like a physicality standpoint, she pulls all of these features onto her body from different ethnic groups, and it looks okay and acceptable when it's like on the canvas of someone who's a little bit darker skinned, has darker features, because you can then kind of piece together where the features came from. Oh, is she half Thai and half Arab? Oh, is she half black and half Asian? Things like that. With the foundation of a darker skin, it read like exoticism. On paler skin, it does not. It looks weird and unnatural, more unnatural than it would again if it was someone who was just happened to be mixed between a couple different ethnic groups and features from both sides sort of popped up in a very unique way. Like Kylie pulls her features out of a hat. Her dark hair is not her dark hair. Her skin tone is not her skin tone. Her high arched brows are not her naturally high arched brows. Her button nose is not her natural button nose. Her eye shape is not her real eye shape. Her high cheekbones, you can say, oh, like those high cheekbones remind me of someone who's like Cambodian, but she's not Cambodian. And her cheekbones are like kind of off. The full lips, oh, well, we know what people who have full lips look like, but still her full lips are just a little bit off. Her full bust, her like body dimensions read like someone who's from a naturally curvy society, but the dimensions are a little bit off. Like her BBL, like her butt is big, but it's a BBL butt, so it looks big, but it does not read as like natural or normal. And I think when you have all those things compiled onto like one person, it's a weird read. But having again the backdrop of like multiracial question mark or multi-ethnic question mark and darker skin and darker features attached to it helps the brain make sense of it. It's like the lighter skin just reminds you this is just an Anglo-European girl who was 100% fully white, not Eastern European, not like Sicilian, no, like Anglo, like the UK, like the UK.
Shut the fuck up. You are white.
That's where her mother and her father are from. That's it. Like pale porcelain skin, freckles, brown eyes, and brown hair. That is it. On the petty front, though, there is something about like the cosmetics of like that like dusty rose color on pale skin with like dark hair that I could understand does cue back to Michael Jackson, although she would have to revert back to her real skin color to like really be there.
I can sort of agree that, she did get a little bit lighter. Maybe she stopped tanning because, the white girls do be tanning.
Shut the fuck up. You are white.
If I was going to give out an award for like longest running commitment to the multi-ethnic cosplay bit, she would get it. She'd win, hands down. And it's not just the like black scent she's used for years or like the very, very deep skin tanning. But like she also, like the foundation of her career, her as a music artist is like an intentional mispronunciation of her last name so that she gets confused with or sounds like she's Latina when she's not. She's Italian, she's white.
And she looks a little lighter now, and her features are sticking out like, oh, wow, you're just a white girl. Because she is a white girl, you know what I mean? It's not cool to be ethnic anymore. It's not cool to be black, I guess. So they're kind of doing a little revert. Maybe it's because she's dating Timothy now and he's kind of like loving her in a different way that she's never been loved before. So she's starting to love herself and change herself to like be a more natural version to kind of fit his aesthetic or fit her aesthetic. Or maybe she's just like gradually changing or actually maturing or actually growing. My bad.
Keep watching to find out how her hair is contributing to this.
There's a bit of a Mob Wives influence here, and this kind of swept up bedroom style hair is definitely aging her. It's actually a little bit Jennifer Coolidge, but make it brunette. This level of root lift is always going to give kind of old-fashioned dynasty vibes, and so if she wanted something to feel a bit more youthful and a bit fresher, a more central parting with less root lift would do well.
But the people are talking, and I'm reporting, okay? I don't think she looks that bad. I do kind of maybe like a little bit. A lot of people are saying that she's aged, like she looks like 30, like she looks way older for her age. We're about the same age. And I don't know, don't we look like, I look at Kylie, I can say, yeah, that's a 27, 27, 26, it's given. And she be giving mature chic, like her vibe, I feel like, because I think she went a little bit more modest. But then sometimes she be looking like an older, okay. Okay, you got me, okay. Sometimes she does be looking a little older, but I think money does have like an influence on that. People who are just wealthier, they're gonna wear more expensive things, especially, not everyone. We do have Mark Zuckerbergs of the world, you can't tell what they're wearing is like expensive, but she's a fashionista, so a big part of fashion, especially for women, is dressing more more
Classy lady.
chic and mature and sleek and stylish, and that is gonna age you. The way you dress will age you.
Guys, I think that we might be like watching human experiments almost happening in real time on celebrities and influencers and young women. We do not know as much about filler as we should.
This is a video of two board certified plastic surgeons, one of them's also a radiologist, talking about how shocked they were to see migrated filler and just filler lasting years after it was injected.
I think one of the patients I sent you I injected filler out here and it sort of migrated to the mid-cheek or migrated around the other side. So after it took about 4 or 5 years ago we injected her, or I injected her 4 or 5.
This is all stuff that needs to be looked into, and I think in the next 10 years we're going to come up with some very interesting stuff and find out a lot of new things that are going to have a few surprises.
Yep, it's pretty scary. So,
I don't know about you, but I don't love that a plastic surgeon who's been injecting women with filler for over 15 years is talking about how scary it is, how much we don't know. This is also echoed by another doctor who said, "It's unclear what's going on with filler. It's unknown whether after 10 or 20 years it's still maintaining the properties that it did when it was injected. More studies are definitely needed." Are we the studies? Millions of young women are getting this every 6 to 12 months.
You know what? I do kind of understand. She was definitely trying to present more ethnic, and with her doing all this and just reverting because maybe she met Timothy and all that love stuff, it's definitely, you know, it is kind of like, okay, girl, you just wait. This whole time he was pretending he was a little spicy, just wait. The reverting.
Coming soon to a theater near you.
I just know if doctors are worried about it, you should be very too. You should be very wary. Very. They talking bad about it. Hey, let's backtrack. It's okay. It's all right.
She's only 25. Wait, I have to go check. She's 26. Only 26. So, what is happening to her face? A lot of you are guessing that is under eye filler that probably has migrated and is looking so bad, especially in some lighting. And I got to tell you, as an RN injector, as a nurse aesthetic in the beauty business, I get to inject filler. I refuse now to inject hyaluronic acid under the eyes, but this doesn't look like a filler to me. She looks like she's swollen. Come on, guys. I know you are so worried about filler, and this is another opportunity to just make you not to get filler. But this particular case, I think, is just she's swollen. I get like this after microneedling. So it could be a microneedling, it could be another beauty procedure that left her with a long-term swelling of that area of the face. Like, you guys, Kylie Jenner has access to the best injectors, best plastic surgeons in the world. You think that they will let her go to events like this, looking like this, by doing a very bad job injecting filler on her face? Yeah, I disagree. I think it was just some post-procedure swelling or a long-term procedure swelling at this point, because I don't think she will take chances to do a beauty procedure only a couple of days before this event. But she probably did with thinking that the swelling will go down, and I guess the swelling is just lingering there. But again, yes, it could be festoons, like some people are saying that too, but some under eye filler can later on give you some allergic reaction as well. So it could be maybe 5%, I will believe that. I've had patients and clients that come in here to see me with some allergic reaction to a filler. Not that I have injected. I turn away people that want filler, hyaluronic acid filler under the eyes. I prefer the PRP filler, which is very natural, and it will not give you anything like this. So I've seen allergic reactions a couple months to a year after, and there is data there that hyaluronic acid fillers can linger in your body for almost up to 8 to 10 years. So anyways, let me just tell you, I don't think this is filler, guys, because again, she has access to the best people in the world about beauty procedures. Do we all recall and remember how her lips were done so beautifully and naturally that we all believed that it was her lip liner and her lipstick, which everybody ran to get her lip liner kit? Like, come on, guys. Just some bad lighting, lack of sleep, and a beauty procedure still swelling. That's it.
There's a lot of talk of like millennials and Gen Z's now on TikTok about, you know, who's aging faster and who's not aging.
Millennials look younger than who?
You. I haven't even washed my face because I overslept, which is why my sleep mask is still on, because I was going to be late for work. And look, 34 and proud.
You might want to sit this one out. You might want to sit this one out. Oh, you don't look a day under 40. So you might want to sit this one out.
Millennials look younger than who?
You. I ain't even washed my face yet.
Apparently, millennials are saying that Gen Z looks older than their age. I made a little clip on TikTok saying that I also noticed that Gen Zs are looking older than their age. So I've been looking at people's IDs because of my job, and a lot of the people that would be like 20, 21, they don't look 20, 21. They look a lot older. From my perspective, from what I've seen, from the IDs that sometimes, you know, I'll like think this person is 30 years old, and I look at their ID and it says 20. And I'm like, oh God. Wow, this one time I literally was like, but I had to pretend, you know, Nothing was going on. So I'm a zillennial, by the way. I'm not a Gen Z. I'm not a millennial. I'm a zillennial. They just found out. And I'm glad that they found out because I've always felt awkward. I feel like I was in an awkward little spot. But apparently it's called a zillennial. So yeah. Yeah, I used to call myself a grandma Gen Z, but I'm a zillennial. So ride the wave. And you know, the millennials are coming out like, oh yeah, we look just like you guys, or we y'all are aging faster because we look better than you guys, or we look younger than you guys. I generally feel like once you hit 23, me generally, this is how I see it's my perspective. Once you hit 23, I think that's like like physically you've matured. Okay, you can grow a beard, cut a beard, you know, change your looks, but you're kind of like physically that's it. Where else are you going? There's nothing else, you know, unless you hit second puberty, which is just like gaining mass, right? You know, but you've gone where you need to go. So for me, once someone hits 23, I just feel like from 23 to 30, it all kind of looks the same. It all kind of looks very similar. It's when you start to get to talk to someone that their age becomes more apparent. Like, oh, okay, you sound a little bit younger, you know? So that's how I feel about it. You have, you know, skincare, all that stuff, genetics, all that stuff, you know, all that stuff comes into it, whatever. But I don't think millennials look younger than Gen Zs. I think that's just ridiculous. I do think that there could be certain millennials out there that look good for their age and they could pass for younger. You know, like I think at least from 40, depends, but 30 for sure. You can be mistaken for 23, 24, 25. You can be mistaken when you're like 30. That's definitely possible. You know, especially if you have good hygiene, good skincare, you know, you're not doing the most, you're not actually ruining your body or whatever. You look okay. But is that the majority? I don't think so. I don't think so. Another thing is, you know, Kylie did do a lot to her face at a very young age. And these fillers, which is they're so popular. Botox is so popular. Even my mom was like, talking to me about it. I'm like, don't do it. Don't do it, sis. Don't do it. They be moving around. And when I heard that, I was like, why are y'all still getting Botox? Didn't you hear? It moves. You put it over here and it goes over there. It moves. Stop. 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 Stop it. Like, it's moving. Isn't that scary? And I think it's scarier than fat transfer because that's your fat. That's your body fat. It can move somewhere and die. That's the most that can happen, right? You pee it out. But that's your body fat. But now you're injecting external. And it's not even like a boob job where it's contained in a little ball, and it can pop though, but you know it's contained. It's free to roam. It's not implant. It's just I don't know why y'all. I don't know, but it be given like apparently it gave Kylie like pillow lips, which is something that happens because it moves around. And it's making her look older. That's what the peoples are saying, you know. I do generally agree that Kylie, I think she looks her age and slightly older. I do think so, but I don't think it's that bad. Like, I don't really think it's that bad. Like, y'all are making it seem like it's okay. She's aging, you know. Damn, but she could have ruined her face though. I'm not gonna lie. All them fillers over the years being so young. You know, if she had just done like maybe like plastic surgery or like regular surgery, maybe it would have been better. Plus, when you do too much, you are gonna end up looking a little bit strange. You know, a little bit strange. I do kind of see how like it's almost like an experiment. It really is because she didn't know what she was doing. She was just like going with the wind because she had the money. She wanted to do it, and she got it done. Right? I don't think she sat down thought about consequences. Think about it, like you were really young and you have the money and you had a mom that couldn't say no and you wanted to go get Botox. She thought there was nothing wrong about it. That could have been you. That could have been me. That could have been us. You know what I mean? Like she was a little girl. She didn't have anyone. Well, I shouldn't say that. Hopefully she's able to fix it. I don't know if that's possible, but maybe she's okay with the way she looks. Have y'all considered that? Maybe she's okay with the way she looks. Maybe she's done the best that she can and this is it. Alright, let's leave her alone. Like, or me, I guess.
Every time a new photo surfaces of Kylie as an injector, I get a lot of questions about her work. So I'm going to answer a lot of them right now. The first one is, what is the kind of stink face look? There's actually a medical name for that. It's called alar rim retraction. The alar rim refers to the nostril, and that can occur with Botox, gummy smile tox, nasal tox, and also rhinoplasty. You'll start to see it on a lot of celebrities because most celebrities have had rhinoplasty in the past, but it just kind of looks like their nose is scrunched. The other question I get is, what is this little line here? You can see it really well on the other side. That is from this ligament, the zygomatic cutaneous ligament. It's a retaining ligament that holds our fat pads in place. With weight loss and aging, we can see it kind of appear, and also filler in the wrong places can make it more apparent. The little bubble that we see right here is called a malar mound. It's a fat pad. There's also some lymphatic tissue. When we get filler underneath our eyes and in our tear trough, sometimes it can block the drainage of the lymphatic tissue in that area, and that malar mound gets really puffy, which also makes that zygomatic cutaneous ligament more pronounced. I do think she's had a little bit of tear trough filler because you can even see in this area something called a Tyndall effect. When filler is placed really close to the surface of the skin, sometimes it'll have a bluish appearance when photos are taken. And before you come for me, I'm just explaining things that happen with injectable work sometimes. All of these things are fixable, reversible, and I think Kylie is gorgeous. Thanks.
Okay, so I do see, you know, her little chick thing. I guess that's what people are talking about. They're kind of, you know, worried about that. I do kind of see it. I didn't realize here. I was looking because I did say I was born. Remember that. And I do kind of see, you know, what's up.
In my mind, this is a really good example of one of the reasons why we shouldn't just follow trends blindly.
Anyway, that's it for the video. Go ahead and like, subscribe, share. Don't forget to leave a comment. It's free. Bye.